When she decided to leave, she wasn't waiting for your apology. She didn't want to hear your explanations, and she definitely wasn't hoping you'd beg her to stay. She was simply tired, truly, deeply exhausted. You might still be trying to fight for one last chance, promising her you'll change, but she'll just shake her head and say, "I gave you chances. You just didn't treasure them." That's when most men panic. They apologize over and over, beg desperately, and say things they've never said before, all in the hope of making her turn back. But the colder she gets, the more desperate you become, and you feel wronged. This time you're serious, so why doesn't she care? But have you ever thought about why she's leaving so decisively? It's not because she suddenly stopped loving you. It's not to punish you. Her heart didn't just change overnight. It was worn down little by little until it finally went numb. She told you so many times, "I'm hurting. Why don't you understand me?" But you always assumed she'd stay, so you got used to her forgiveness, ignored her pain, and only panicked when she grew silent. By then, it was already too late. The more you explained, the more exhausted she felt. The more you lowered yourself to beg, the more she wanted to escape. It's not that her love is gone, it's that she no longer has the strength to keep giving. Flip the perspective. If you were the one who had been ignored and pushed away over and over again, would you really be able to take her back easily, even if she cried and begged now? You'd probably just think, "I can't do this anymore." Remember, she wasn't talked into leaving, and she won't be talked into coming back. Those words you think will move her will only push her further away, because the more you talk, the clearer it becomes. You're still the same person, still focused on yourself, still not truly understanding her. She's not leaving to make you feel guilty. She's leaving because she wants to breathe again, to stop exhausting herself chasing after love. You think you're making sacrifices, but in truth, you're just afraid of losing something familiar. If you really want to change, don't say, "I was wrong, I'll change." That's just another form of emotional manipulation. What you should say is something like, "I realize now I was too focused on proving myself, and I ignored how you really felt. I argued, I explained, but I forgot to listen. I used to think you became distant because you didn't love me anymore. But now I see you were just tired. Your silence and coldness already gave me the answer. Whether or not we can start over, I want to thank you for trying so hard to stay. If this is really the end, I wish you happiness. And if there's even a small chance, I'll prove it with my actions, not to win you back, but to become a better person." After you say this, don't sit there staring at your phone waiting for her reply. Her response is no longer the whole meaning of this relationship. Only when she truly feels you've changed, only when she feels understood, not moved by your words, but genuinely understood, might she want to get to know you again. Love has never been about convincing someone to turn back. It's about finally being willing to meet them in their way. What you need to do now isn't rush to win her back. It's to slow down, reflect, and finally understand the pain hidden in her silence. And if you're going through this heartbreak right now, remember this: you're not alone.